worker, but I've realised, yeah, that you see them games that Arsenal destroyed Liverpool, yeah? They were nothing games, innit? Anytime it means something,
yeah, man.
that's when you
Trust me.
see
I'm not having that.
Liverpool. No, but it's real bars though, because anytime you play Liverpool, it means something. You don't beat them. Yeah,
It's
just
true.
a
He's
fact,
got a
though.
point. It's
It's
just
a fact. You
No,
know.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
But when it comes,
I'm not having that. I'm not having that. The Liverpool of last season, I was trying to chase 100 points. Tell me that mean nothing to them. Them man were trying hard. Them man were trying hard to be 100 points. 100.
Bro, they already wrapped up the league, though.
Yeah, but they're trying to get 100 points. You're telling me they weren't trying to get 100 points.
Control West. What is your thoughts on that game? And are you of like the thinking that it's your own fault for not killing the game, or were you robbed because of the penalty?
I'm of that mindset of you got to finish your breakfast, you know.
See,
because you know what? How I look at football right now, don't give no other team an opportunity to get back in the game when you're on top, because that team needs to be stripped. Yeah, and if I'm honest with you, I'm glad that I'm seeing Alli not in the team, because under Pochettino, them man they were getting away with too much murder. Yeah,
What?
100%,
Raw.
100%. Yeah,
That's one of my favorite players in the whole Prem, you know.
who? Dele Alli?
Joking, bro.
What?
You see people, yeah. You know what?
Torch,
Like,
let
me educate you, lot, yeah. Guarantee.
but do you know what? This is gonna sound mad, you know. Yeah, but Man City are in trouble. They're in trouble.
Oh no, they are in trouble.
Thinking that
Not
as
that
well.
much trouble. Not that much trouble. They're in trouble, but they're not out of top four. Not out of top four trouble.
That could happen, Corey. That could happen. Of course it can.
No
of
way.
course.
No way. No
Of
way.
course. What's happening, everyone? What's going on? Welcome back for another episode of Everyone's a Pundit. This is episode 46, and I'm pleasured and honored to be joined by some more new faces in the building today. And also we have a returning guest in Torch as well. But can I get you guys to please introduce yourselves? First, can we start with you, please, Ed?
Yo, it's Big Westy, aka Ed. You know, Tottenham fan, die hard. But then at the end of the day, I just love football.
Yeah, man. Yes, wicked. Head over to the Arsenal man. For those that are just listening on the audio, he has patterned up his whole screen with Arsenal business. Introduce yourself, please.
Big Cause or Corey. Arsenal till I die, innit? Die on my sword.
And then we got the one who's probably the happiest out of everybody now. Introduce yourself, please, my guy.
Insta's there, Torch _OH, big Liverpool fan. Follow my other page at Premierleaguesbest for latest football news. So yeah, that's me.
Wicked.
One word.
And as you know, I would always have all of the links in the description. So check that on the YouTube. Follow up, everybody. The links will be in the description. I'm your host, Semps, and I'm the Man United fan. So we've got Liverpool in the house. We've got Arsenal. We've got Spurs. And yeah, man, we're going to have a lot to talk about today because, as you know, this was a mad weekend for football and it's just finished. We're just recording this straight after the Arsenal-Liverpool game. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy it, hit the like, notification bell, all of that. And if you're listening on the audio, please share about with your friends and family. But if I'm just going to quickly run through the results of the weekend. So there's some mad results, boy. We start off there. Man United got a 3-2 away win to why are you shaking your head for? To Brighton. West Brom drew 3-3 at home to Chelsea after being 3-0 up at halftime. Crystal Palace lost 2-1 to Everton. I believe Everton, are they still top of the league? I think Liverpool may have leaped them now.
No. They got
Leicester?
Leicester, we're second.
Oh, is it Leicester now? Yeah. Okay, but Everton are still there with their 100% record. Calvert Lewin scoring again. Man City lost 5-2 at home to Leicester. Mad thing. West Ham beat Wolves 4-0. This weekend was crazy, and obviously Tottenham drew 1-1 with a madness. So we're going to talk about that, them drawing 1-1 to Newcastle. Leeds beat Sheffield United away 1-0. Burnley, you know, they lost 1-0 at home to Southampton. And as we know, Liverpool just beat Arsenal 3-1. So we're going to run through all of that as well. So, you know what? If we was to start, we got to start with the Liverpool and Arsenal game. I just to put into context, people, how the Arsenal man are starting to gas up the place. Corey is there on Twitter talking about 15 points from their next 5 games. And that was starting against Liverpool. Man thought that they was going to beat them. They're going to beat Sheffield United, going to beat Man City, going to beat... That's how the Arsenal man's chests are high now. Because they win one little piece of Charity Shield Cup in business. But go on, Corey. Go on. Talk.
First things first, the reason why I said 5 out of 5 wins out of 5 wins, because if you check our previous fixtures against those clubs, we beat them. We won. So I'm just going off of past experiences. Obviously, it's true. I'm not being serious. I said what I said to you. I said to you when I said I'll take 10 points from 15. I'm trying to be confident, man, because it's not Emery ball anymore. It's Arteta ball, Mikel's magic, you know. But today was horrific. I think that first half was probably the worst half I've seen from us since Arteta's come in. Like for me, he was too conservative, man. I don't know what he's doing with El Neni and Xhaka. As a 2 centre mids. Like, there's no point. You're just allowing Liverpool to just come with that pressure. You might as well, because in the second half, it was a bit better. Well, better when Ceballos came on, but even still, it was a poor performance, man. We didn't play the way that we've been playing against the big teams. I think out of all the games that we played against the top 6 since Mikel's been in charge, I think that's the worst one we've performed in. And we even lost to Spurs, but even in that one, we shouldn't have lost. But this game, Liverpool deserved it, man. We made them look so good. I don't even think Liverpool. It looked like the Liverpool of last season. I don't even think Liverpool were even in their groove. I think we gave them the confidence today to be in that, to get back to the level that they were last season. But congrats to them. But the thing is as well, at 2-1, Lacazette, top class striker, meant to be putting that away. Do you know what I mean?
He's not a top class striker.
Lack of threat. That's what I call him. He's lack of threat, blood.
50 million pounds. You want him to score them goals, but I can't explain it.
Give that to Uber.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah, he would have bagged, but lack of threat. No, forget about it.
Lack of threat.
It's true. He would have scored still.
Forget lack of threat. He's not world class. He's all right.
He's not the top. He's not top 10 in the Premier League, I don't think.
No way.
No
way.
No,
he's nowhere near top 10.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. For £50 million, you expect a better return. He ain't scored 15 Premier League goals since he's come here. For me, that's the minimum for a top class striker. For me, in the Premier League, he needs to be
playing for a team like
goals.
Arsenal and playing week in and week out. Let's not forget that he playing week in, week out in that striker position as well. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
He started, even though he started the season well. He's got 3 from 3, but even so, today he should have put that away.
But he's always getting them little ricochet goals, and even today,
know, man.
That's what he's good at. He's a fox in the box. He's a fox in the box. Like, at best, he's a fox in the box.
What are you saying about your performance?
Honestly, you see when people say this, we don't get out of second gear stuff, yeah. I'm not taking anything away from our performance, but sometimes, yeah, you don't need to realize, yeah, because we only create through our fullbacks, yeah, unless they absolutely have a worldie, and Andy Robertson's delivery ain't all that. It's Trent's delivery that. If you watch last season, yeah, any match that we're struggling in, it's Trent that comes to break the deadlock. So people talk about the front three, but who provides the ammunition for the front three? So when people are talking about this, we didn't get out of first gear. And I can't lie, that was probably our top gear until we change our style of play with Thiago, where we go to the 4-2-3-1 and bring in another attacker. Like the crosses from wide and getting them into opportunities, that's pretty much it. So I think we pretty much played to the best of our ability.
Serious?
What, today? You reckon?
Honestly, if you watch most Liverpool matches, yeah, we haven't played centralised football for about 2 years. Unless a team goes at us toe to toe like Leeds did, we don't really like our opportunities that we create. They're not goals that are worldies. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I've never personally thought that Liverpool play scintillating football. I personally think what Liverpool are clinical. Yeah, they go from back to front so quick, blood. By the time you turn around, it's a goal, blood. You understand where I'm coming from?
But I haven't seen that in a good, probably, like last season, we didn't do that at all. We controlled every game, and that's why sometimes, like the Aston Villa game, it takes a late minute goal or like a mess up against Sheffield United for us to score. Because when we're not playing that centralised football, we're literally doing possession football, and if Trent or Robertson doesn't really create, it's looking a bit mad. But today, obviously, they did. Robertson made up for his error. I was happy with the pace of the passing as well, to be honest.
One thing I'll say about you lot today was you stopped us from getting out. Like the press that you lot had on us today, we couldn't beat it. Could not beat it.
I think that's your fault, though.
No, but
I think that's Arsenal's fault, though.
No, but we've never... Why do you think that?
Why do I think that? Because me personally, you've gone Anfield, innit? You know what Liverpool are about. You know Liverpool are going to press you high. Why are you still playing out from the back? Beat the first press. Yeah, if you was to drop, even though I know Xhaka and El Neni are not the greatest in midfield, yeah, but if you used to drop them just behind Mane, Firmino and that, and Leno's got a good distribution, you beat that first press, yeah, then you've actually got a situation where you got 4 against 4, yeah, in the opposition half. Do you understand? But Arteta insisted on still making you lot play out to Holding, to Luis, yeah, and then you're still playing it to freaking Tierney that's right in the corner. So by the time Tierney's got the ball and he's looking to chip it over, that man already on you, bro. Yeah, look where Liverpool start there.
But the reason, they started edge of the box. That's why we had to do it. That's why we had to do it, though. That's why they were so deep, because Liverpool just came to the edge of the box and just stood there and said, you know what, come on, play out.
But then Liverpool for me, you got to go for a plan B, because for the whole game you was doing that and it weren't working.
But we were trying to do the balls over the top. It was long. Like we didn't have any possession in midfield, and we lost the game in midfield.
You guys say that, yeah, but when we last played Arsenal, yeah, when they did play out through the back, they popped us. They absolutely popped us, and it was a beautiful goal by Alli. Yeah, but do you know what my thing is? Yeah, no, like if Arsenal were brave enough to actually play out the back when they play out the back, they don't really believe they're gonna get out from our press. That's in my opinion. Me watching them at same way, I honestly believe when you're front, because you see the press here from watching Liverpool. One thing I've noticed, yeah, is 99% of our presses that actually work, it starts from our front 3 players, and they don't just run to the players or the ball. Like today, when Mane won the ball after you did a foul throw, yeah, he ran towards the keeper, yeah, and then he was like, is the keeper gonna? Is he really going to pass it out? He said, nah. And he carried on the press. And he carried on the press to the other side. Whereas I saw so much times today, Aubameyang cut a frustrated figure when he didn't get the first press. 9 times out of 10, you don't really get the first press. The only one of our attackers that actually gets the ball from the first press most of the time is Mane, next Firmino. You see Salah, he never really gets the first press. He'll be battling with Gini or someone in midfield and win the ball together.
But you know what it is, though, Torch, is when Liverpool press, you can see it. They press as a team. They press with purpose.
100%. But they believe it.
And it's a structure. It's coaching. They know what they're doing. Whereas, and I see the similarities with the way Man United do it. And I saw it with Arsenal. When Aubameyang's pressing, they're not pressing in unison. Do you know what I mean? So where Aubameyang is going, he's looking behind and he's like, rah, these man ain't following me. And it's just a waste of energy. But when Liverpool are doing it, they're pressing high. And then we can't see it in the picture, but those other players are all taken up. That's why Tierney gets the ball, he doesn't know where to go. That's why when Holding's got the ball, he hasn't got nowhere to pass, because all them Liverpool man have picked off all of those other players in them positions. They ain't got nowhere to pass to, and that's why.
I don't think that's a tactical issue. Do you know why? Because us seeing it from where we're looking at, we can see where they need to press. Same way, these are professional football players that have been coached for years, who watch football the same way as us. They know where to press. It's a belief thing. If the 3 Arsenal attackers believe that they can actually win the ball back, then all 3 of them press, and then the midfield have no option but to press. They can't sit then, because they've already gone on the run. They've already gone on the run, which Arteta's obviously instructed in training. When you 3 go, the rest go, and then the others follow. The whole defense has to push up. But when Aubameyang went, the other 2 didn't go. So yeah, it's tactical.
I don't think
I also think it's belief.
I don't think Arteta, because if you watch all the games as well, you rarely see it. I don't know. I haven't seen all 3 of them pressing at the same time. I think it's just the way it is. Like when Eddie and Nketiah presses, he presses alone. And then obviously some players are on the follow-up, but we don't do it in unison like you, man. You, man, are more in unison, more informed.
Yeah, they're more drilled. Yeah, they're more drilled into it. But I think as well, though, when you kind of look at Arsenal's players, yeah, all right, Aubameyang can press, but Are you gonna really get Lacazette pressing? Are you really gonna
I think you'll get
Xhaka
He
pressing?
done it in when we beat them at home. It was Lacaz's press and Nelson's press that got the mistakes from last year. So it has happened before.
No, one thing I'll give
thing,
Lacazette, he's a hard worker. That's about it. He's a hard worker.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. But I've realised, that you see them games that Arsenal destroyed Liverpool. Yeah, they were nothing games, innit? Anytime it means something.
Yeah, man.
That's when
Trust
you
me.
see
I'm not having
Liverpool. No, but it's real bars though, because anytime you play Liverpool, it means something. You don't beat them. Yeah,
it's true. He's got a point. It's a
fact. You know.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
But when it comes,
I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Liverpool last season, I was trying to chase 100 points. Tell me that mean nothing to them. Them man was trying hard. Them man were trying hard to be 100 points. 100 hard.
They already wrapped up the league though.
Yeah, but they're trying to get 100 points. You're telling me they weren't trying to get 100 points.
Look, whether they were or they wasn't, I'm not gonna say that.
Honestly, I don't think our club was, innit? The way, because I read a lot of Liverpool posts, no one really spoke about it. They were just happy to the Prem. I wanted 100 points, innit? I didn't see no players tweet it. Personally, I wanted 100 points, innit? Because I thought our first Premier League is so fitting to get 100 points, innit? Draw with Man City if we can get 101, innit? But from when we didn't, when I knew we weren't going to get 100 points, honest to God, I didn't give a toss. So I feel like the fans that really didn't give a toss, they really didn't care about the 100 points. That's what it looked like to me. I initially cared, but it didn't look our fan base cared.
So long as you just got the trophy,
you got the trophy. No, I'm not disregarding the trophy. Premier League trophy is amazing to have. I'm just saying, within the season, you're saying it was a nothing game. I'm saying that Liverpool was still kind of playing that attempt to try and get the 100 points. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that the league was thing.
But Corey, we got to acknowledge the fact that yes, I do believe Liverpool were on the decline from the heights that they reached before Christmas. In the second half of the season, they were on the decline. That's why they went out of all of the competitions. But after lockdown, you can noticeably see that they weren't the same animal that they were, because the league was wrapped up. Because even when they played Chelsea in that game, Chelsea could have easily got a result there, and it just weren't. They weren't the same animal. And I get what Big West is saying, that today's game is different now, isn't it? This is the beginning, and they're on job. So
it's the start of the season, but I wouldn't discredit any of the games. Obviously, it's now is a new season. It's past, because both of the Community Shield at the beginning of the season. For me, that game they had their full 11. We didn't even have our full 11 now. But again, everyone will say it's a season opener, it's this and that. Fair enough. This probably is the most important game we played them in. Correct. We didn't perform today. At the end of the day, I don't think Liverpool played as. I think we gave it to. We didn't give you Leeds gave you a harder game. I think personally.
I don't think you can play two in midfield.
No,
you can't.
How? Not with El Neni and Xhaka. Not with El Neni and Xhaka. That midfield killed us. Arteta killed us at the start with that change.
Even if you had two world-class midfielders, I don't see how you beat us with that formation, in my opinion.
But the thing is, there's no
way you beat this Liverpool press with two midfielders.
The thing is, we don't. This is not our final formation. Only reason why we're playing like this now is because we don't got to play. I think we want to go to like a 4 at the back. I don't know what he wants to do in the midfield, but I know for a fact that
3-5-2.
Do you know what?
3-5-2 is 3-5-2 is not a permanent thing. It's just temporary right now because we don't have the players to play the way that Arteta wants to play with us. And that's
do you think he wants to go 3-4-3?
Nah, you think he wants to go 4? No, he wants to go 4-2-3-1. I think.
4-2-3-1.
No, the maddest thing is, before this game, I thought you was playing a 4-3-3 with a lineup, because you had Bellerin, you had Tierney, you had Holding, you had Louise. So I thought you was going Maitland-Niles in midfield. I thought you was doing Xhaka and El Neni, and then I thought you was doing the front three. So I was thinking, cool, if you lot keep it compact, you got either Xhaka or El Neni, who can actually get the ball to one of your three front players, and then maybe with El Neni's help, Xhaka could do the mopping up in it, and Maitland-Niles can be there. Like, he can go forward and go back, be that proper number 8, do a bit of both. But then when I don't think they got good ballers in the midfield though. The 5-3-2.
Tierney always plays LCB. He's always played that. He's always played that.
I get it. It's the short we lost defence, But before Andy Robertson came to Liverpool, Tierney was Scotland's best defender. Best left back. He's being wasted there. He's got a wicked cross on the ball.
But if you see the way we attack though, he plays as a left. Maitland now comes into
I see him
midfield
come
and
up, but
Tierney plays as a left back. It's just the way that we're defending. When we're attacking, the formation changes. We go to 4 at the back. So it's
how
only
many times are you guys attacking? That's the question.
usually against you lot. I mean, when you saw in the Community Shield, he was attacking. He was playing more in that left row.
Yeah, no, I can't lie.
Right.
I didn't really see him in the Community Shield, but the game before, I actually thought he looked like a baller. He was doing everything. The
He's
game
a
before the
baller.
Community Shield, he was doing everything.
He's one of the best left backs in the league.
One second, Wes, you were saying that they ain't got ballers in their team. What about Ceballos? Do you think that because he looked like they made a difference when he came on?
Yeah, he made a difference, but not to like he can make a difference in 15 minutes, but I don't think he can make a difference in 90. That's the difference. This is where I think some fans get things a little bit confused. Yeah, even when I look at my own team, if I'm quite honest with you, Ceballos for me, yeah, he can come on and he will look like, you know what, he's doing a little bit more extra than what was on the field already. Yeah, because they was already losing. But if you used to start him in that midfield, you probably wouldn't get nothing out of him because he wouldn't get.
I think he'll be tired after half time. I reckon.
Ceballos is quality. Ceballos is a much better option than playing it on Elneny and Xhaka. It would have made a much better difference in the midfield for me.
No way. Huh? He would have got overrun. He wouldn't have attracted anyone. He would have been overwhelmed in that game. He would have been overwhelmed. He would have never protected defense.
Under Emery, yes. The Ceballos under Emery, yes. Because when we played Enfield last season and Ceballos played, he was huffing and puffing.
I remember that game, boy.
He was huffing and puffing. Yeah, no. That was. But this Ceballos now, he's got a bit more grit with him. I think if he started, I think we would have had a much better first half than we did.
But, okay, so who would you start him in there with, though?
Xhaka.
What?
Xhaka's. I don't like this.
Oh, Nenny's better than him.
No. Xhaka is our best. No, Xhaka is our best centre mid. And I'm not saying I rate Xhaka, but that's the way our midfield is at this moment in time. Xhaka is our best centre mid at this club. And until we improve,
where's that little you? Where's what's his name?
Torreira. He's on his way out now, innit?
He's gone, but
he's a baller. He's a baller.
Nah, he's alright. He's not. He can get overrun.
He's a baller as well.
He's alright. He's okay, but It's not a painful loss for us. Xhaka is still our best centre mid. Like, do you know back in the time? Do you know when that whole kerfuffle happened with the fans and everything, and he was gonna leave? That would have been suicidal. That would have been suicidal to sell him.
No, I don't think so.
So where's the forgotten man, though?
Huh?
Where's the forgotten man?
Who?
Ozil.
That man
there. Don't talk. For me personally, on the players front, I'm thinking. I'm not saying he should be involved in the squad, but it's politics. It's not playing. It's politics why he's not playing. It's something happening at the club.
Something's happening behind the scenes, isn't it?
It's behind the scenes.
It's going to make a difference, though.
In the squad, yes.
Make a difference?
In the squad, I'm not saying start. In the squad, yes, of course. We don't creating chances. He would make a difference. 100%.
I don't think Ozil makes any difference in the game today, though.
Today.
No, he does.
But it depends on where you're playing them because you can't do Ozil in a 2. It depends on when they're playing a different formation. Because if you play Ozil in a 2-man midfield, it's over.
Yeah, of course.
If we're playing like a number 10, it's different. If we've got a 3-man midfield, then Ozil goes.
You have to play Ozil against Fulham and them teams there, man. He's done now, blood. He's done out here, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like holding on to them man there is long.
But for me, quality wise, he's one of our best players quality wise, but he doesn't perform. And obviously, for me, he's forgotten in my head. He's forgotten in my head because I know for a fact he's not gonna play. So for me, I don't discuss him. But for me, if I'm choosing, he's in the squad. Not saying start in 11. I'm saying he's in the squad. You look at your bench. I'm saying bring on Ozil. For me,
I hear that.
Wait, back to go on.
No, I was going to say we're gonna have to move on from Arsenal and Liverpool now because you take up too much time on the show. But let us know, people, when you are watching, what your thoughts are on today's game. Did Arteta go in with negative? Like the tactics seemed negative. Did he pay Liverpool too much respect, or was Liverpool just that good that they just controlled the game? Let us know what your thoughts are. We'll move on now to the other team, the other North London team, Spurs. Because, boy, you know what? That was a mad game, because you lot was in control. Wes. What is your thoughts on that game? And are you of like the thinking that it's your own fault for not killing the game, or were you robbed because of the penalty?
I'm of that mindset of you got to finish your breakfast,
See.
Because you know what? How I look at football right now, don't give no other team an opportunity to get back in the game when you're on top. You understand? So, like, all right, we hit the crossbar and the goalkeeper's pulling off like saves. It's not like he's pulling off worldies. Yeah. But as soon as Son came off, I saw a change. Yeah. And my thing with Tottenham is you can scream and say, oh, the VAR and like the penalty was this, that, the third, and another. But how do you get yourself into that situation? Do you understand? Yeah, because it's the same reoccurrence. It's the same players that's always involved. Yeah, in like mistakes and whatnot. But you had 60% of the ball. You had untold chances, and you come away with a draw.
Yeah.
So I can moan and say, yeah, it was a thief. Yeah, I can moan. But how many chances did we have? You know, how many chances did Kane have? How many chances did Son have? You know what I mean? Like, when them man, they're on the edge of the box, they don't want to let one off. They want to pass it square again. You know? So, like Jose's always said, you men are not winners. You're not hungry. Because if you was hungry, that penalty decision wouldn't have affected the result if you done what you needed to do in the beginning. Do you understand? And that's just me keeping it 100 out here. You know, I'm fed up of the excuses of, oh yeah, you know, we're a good team. We're not a good team, bro. Because good teams finish their breakfast. They finish their breakfast.
No. I agree with this guy fully because I watched that whole match because Newcastle is my set. Like, I don't know why I follow them in it. Like, I love Newcastle. I always watch their matches, even when they play that shit. I still follow them anyway. So I watched that whole match, yeah. And do you know the moment I knew there was a problem? Kane got the ball. No. When Kane got the ball and he beat a defender one-on-one, went on his left foot, crossed it across goal, yeah, I said, something in my head just said, you know what? If that's how Tottenham score their goal, with Kane beating the defender one-on-one in the box to score, that's the only, barring the Celso's free kick before that, I thought that's the only clear-cut opportunity you made. I was like, you're not going to struggle. Because that's not Kane's. Kane is not that player. He is not meant to be creating or beating defenders one-on-one in the box for you lot to score. From then, I knew that's the only opportunity you lot was going to create. And then that's just football coming back to bite you in the last minute. That is football to a T.
See the thing about it is, yeah, like obviously I've been a Tottenham fan all my life, innit, but I love football. And when I look at top teams, yeah, I'm not saying that these things don't happen to top teams, but like I said earlier on, these same situations happen to Tottenham all the time, and it's the same man that's involved, blood. Yeah, look, look, after lockdown, yeah. We're 1-0 up against Man United, yeah? Pogba comes on, jinks him by the byline. Who's involved? Eric Dyer. Yeah?
I don't know why he still plays for you, lot.
Yeah, last week against Southampton, yeah? The man missed the flight of the ball. Danny Ings is in, goal. Who's involved? Eric Dyer. Yeah? The ball goes up, all right, albeit he's back to Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll heads the ball, hits his arm. Who's involved? Eric Dyer, bro. You understand? Like, bro.
No, you don't have some serious deadwood.
Oh gosh.
Listen,
Bro.
you better hold that front
Eric
three
Dyer, Ben Davis. Who else is there? Even guys that's so cold on the bench. Lamella. Like, oh my God. Like the fact, you know what it is, yeah? What makes me so happy now as a Liverpool fan here is I've seen us go from that stage where we got 4-1 against Tottenham, and then Dejan Lovren made all them mistakes. And then I've seen us get 3-0 at home to West Ham and Crystal Palace. And who made both them mistakes in them games? Dejan Lovren. And I've actually seen us not only move on where we've replaced him, where he was a substitute, now we've actually let him go. And I remember them days we used to battle with Arsenal and they used to be like, we need to upgrade our defense, but I've actually seen our team do this. So it must be actually annoying to be in that position season after season, knowing what your team needs, knowing the players you need to replace, but never actually doing it.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's like I say this all the time about Tottenham. Yeah, say like you go JD Sports. Yeah, you see the maddest night tracksuit in it. The top's £80, but the bottom's 60. This is how Tottenham work, innit? Yeah, because you want the whole set. Tottenham will go by the night top, yeah, but then have Lonsdale tracksuit bottoms, blood. You understand? It don't go, blood, and then you got Puma trainers, brother. That don't work.
Trainers.
Do you understand? They never just do the full thing, yeah. from time when Pochettino was there saying, look, man needs to upgrade the team. Yeah, we never signed nobody because Daniel Levy was taking the money to make the stadium. Yeah, albeit and whatever. Like expression says, calls it Netflix and chill stadium because anybody can come there and win. Yeah, and then we get Champions League final. Everybody gets gas. Yeah, that's someone we bring in Dele, Lo Celso, Sessegnon, whatever. They need to settle. But when you look around, Liverpool was bringing in Van Dijk and them man there from January. Do you understand? Yeah. Next team's just bringing in, like, Man City's bringing in Laporte and that. So when it come round to, like, last season now, remember, them man, they already settled their season. Yeah? Tottenham's always playing catch-up. And like you said, with the dead wood, like, for me, when I look at man like Lamella, every year, even in my Tottenham group, oh, yeah, man, he's got potential. When is that going to come out, bro?
No, he's dead. He's absolutely
tired,
shocking.
He is.
Like,
works hard, though.
He's got work rate. That's what I'm saying.
Works hard.
That's not
Even,
enough.
honestly,
Man,
I don't
he's
even think he works that hard.
He does. He works hard, but you know what?
Torrid.
I think
He is so terrible. You see his number 10s, like, I don't know if he's fast enough to be a winger, so I just see him as a 10. You see his number 10s goals. Like, yeah, what is his position? Is he a winger?
He's a winger, weren't he? When he was bought.
Lamella.
Yeah, when he bought as a winger.
Was at Roma, he was a winger. But remember, they play walking football in Italy.
He's slow.
He can't. Listen, he just don't cut the mustard, innit? Let's just put it like that. He don't cut the mustard. So
he is shocking.
He's got the worst first touch I've ever seen in my life.
And his shooting
Lucas Moura is horrible as well.
No, Lucas Moura is okay on a good day.
He's dead.
He's okay on a good day, but he's overall. But he's okay on a good day.
Lucas Moura is an impact player, innit? He struggles when he's playing from the beginning.
Hey, Corey.
But I reckon if a manager puts his arm around Lucas, it's
I don't care. Man, Lucas Moura is terrible.
70 mil, blood.
I don't know about to be
more bits than Pepe, blood. Come out of here, blood.
How much goals and assists did Moura get last season?
More than Pepe?
No.
I don't think he did, Wes.
We're
gonna have to check this. We're gonna have to check this out. Don't worry.
I don't have to check.
I can't lie. I know Pepe got more, man. Pepe got quite a few. Penalty but he got quite a few.
Goals and assists still.
Pepe got about 18. Obviously, Pepe's first season wasn't that great, and he needs to settle. For me, I'm not saying that he's the bee's knees right now, but for me, I still think he's a better player than Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura can't beat him, man. Lucas Moura had that one. Lucas Moura peaked when he done the Ajax thing. With fair play to him, he had the best moment.
When he scored the hattie.
Best moment in Tottenham history. Best moment in Tottenham history, and I give him that. And fair play to him. He's a professional.
He is taking the piss.
I'm not taking the
No, but you know what? Yeah, do you know why? I'm not even gonna say that you're taking the piss, blood. Because let's be real, I'm a Tottenham fan. Yeah. When else have you ever seen anybody do something like that and even get to the final and do whatever they're doing for Tottenham? Never.
I'm not even taking the piss. I'm saying.
But hear what I'm saying, because obviously, like for me, when I look at it, that probably is his like the best time in Tottenham's history, because Tottenham don't get to no final like that.
I watched it with my boy. He's a Tottenham fan. Man was in my house on the floor crying, fam. You think I don't know? I know that touched you. Man was on the floor crying, fam.
No way.
Watched it, he crying, crying when
I can't even lie.
I know how much it meant to you, man.
I only cried after we actually lifted the trophy. I'm not even capping. I'm not even capping that. I wish I was saying this to make the man them laugh. But honest to God, I cried and hugged my TV after we lifted the trophy. I didn't even cry after Barca. Like Barca, I just knew it was gonna happen because when you got that
is judge, man.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, that game against Barca was mad.
Nah, it's crazy, man. Nah,
I heard Jamie Carragher say it enough times. Power of Anfield. So I just believed it.
Yeah. What are you saying though, West, about you lot? Because obviously you dropped points there. However it happened, you man dropped points. Can you see, where do you see you lot season going under Jose Mourinho? The players that you've got, Gareth Bale. Do you see yourself making top 4, winning a trophy this year?
Put it this way, yeah. If I'm honest with you, I will sacrifice the trophy business personally, yeah, to get back into the top 4. You understand? Because
that's my guy right there, man.
No. I'm being real, because everybody's talking about this trophy team, this trophy. Like, man needs to get some form of stability somewhere first, innit? And like Jose says, innit, you man are not winners, Yeah. Now bringing in Bell, I'm not gonna lie to you. If we can get Bell 70% fit, yeah, maybe there is a chance with a top 4 on a trophy, but I'm not really going for that. Focus on the league first. Get back into the top 4 and build again, because that team needs to be stripped. Yeah. And if I'm honest with you, I'm glad that I'm seeing Alli not in the team, because under Pochettino, them man there was getting away with too much murder. Yeah.
What?
100%.
Bruh.
100%. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite players in the whole Prem, you know.
Who? Dele Alli?
Joking, bruh.
What?
You see people,
Nah.
yeah. You know what?
Torch,
Like,
we on
let me educate you lot, yeah. But people always forget this, and I know you, Wes, you probably even forgot this. Man came, you didn't forget that he come from League One. Everybody knows that, yeah. But do you remember, bruv? You know, Donny was a 6 for MK Dons. He was not a 10. Like he come as a number 6, yeah. And in his first seasons, what did he get? Something like 8 Premier League goals and 6 assists as a second striker to Harry Kane. That's ridiculous. Second season, Donny gets 18 Premier League goals. I don't even think Frank Lampard ever got 18 Premier League goals, and he was a goal-scoring midfielder. 18, and then a ridiculous number of assists. That's like strikers number. That's more than Firmino. Then his third season, he got like something like 12. This guy was a baller. He had Ericsson behind him, feeding him. When your team was actually functioning well, he was a baller. Yeah, he did it. He basically did a job for a team. Well, in a world-class way, bro. You come as a 6, you play as your 10, and you get like groundbreaking numbers from midfield. Cool, fair enough. 4th season, he has a shaky one. 5th season, what? Ericsson's left, or he's on the verge of leaving. And you lot have had a shake-up of managers. The whole team's not playing well, and everyone wants to pin it on Alli because he's had 2 seasons. But his 3 seasons before that were actually probably the best I've seen from a midfielder in a very long time. A young midfielder coming into the Premier League to get that amount of goals. I've never seen anything like that ever in my life. You can't name me one other midfielder at that age that scored anywhere near that amount of goals. You can't.
That doesn't mean anything in today, though. Like, unfortunately, we can all talk about the past. Right now.
But who's playing well in the Tottenham team?
Right now. You got
who's
players
playing well
playing.
in this Tottenham team?
No one's really
Son.
apart from Kane and Son. Yeah,
Son
and Kane.
Yeah, so he should be the third then. If he's that good, he should be the third player playing well.
Yeah, but he's not playing as I said. He's not. Do you know? Yeah, you see when Ali used to get all them goals, I used to remember there will be times where Kane used to drop into the 10, and he used to be the lone striker up there through phases of plays. There was times where Kane wouldn't be in the box. Ali would be there. Actually, you could see that he got instructions like, "Yo, you need to actually be in the box." I don't feel like he gets some instructions anymore, and he definitely doesn't get that from Jose. I know that for a fact.
My man can't even pass the ball 5 yards, blood. Yeah? Forget all of that, what he did 2 seasons ago. Like Sam said, we need to talk about now, blood, because you're only as good as your last game, you know, bro. Like, that's how football works at the end of the day. Like, couple seasons ago, yeah, man thought that Lingard was on crud. Where's Lingard now? He's getting cells.
I've never thought that in my life. But Dele Alli has
but on a level. Yeah, Dele Alli has got stats, but this is the problem with modern day football today. We go off stats, yeah, and we're not going off of what we're actually watching. Yeah?
Bro, he's my favorite Premier League footballer because I've seen him score bangers and I've seen him do the mad thing.
He's still one of your best players, though. He's still one of your best players for me. Ali, still one of your best players.
Do you know what? Let me tell you something. Yeah, he should be, yeah, a go-to man. Right about now, we cannot rely on him. Yeah, we can't rely on him. He's a trainer. Yeah, have you not watched the documentary?
Yeah. I hate when people run with one comment though. Like everyone says.
But listen. You're forgetting, yeah. He wasn't just playing shit for Jose. He was playing shit for Poch as well, you know. Yeah. Even though he had them 2 good seasons and the third season was mediocre. Yeah. Last season we started with Pochettino. Why is that still continued to now, bro?
Yeah, Jose even called him into the dressing room. If you watch the thing, he asked him what happened with your form. Jose try and see if he can resurrect him, and he still hasn't continued it from the documentary to now.
This is my thing. Like, we hold on to what a man done a couple seasons ago and this, that, the third, another. Don't get me wrong, yeah. Dele Alli's worst season was better than Maddison and Grealish's best season.
This is what I'm trying to say. He's a baller.
But if you're that Leng man that you say that you are that Leng man, yeah? 1 season, yeah. Right? 2, But to bring it into a third season, something's not right. And you can't say it's the manager. Because when I'm watching Alli play and he gets the ball, Tottenham's whole game slows down. You understand? Like, it slows down when he's got the ball.
All right, you see every 10 in football right now, yeah? What do they want, bro? Like, they want the ball to feet, and they want to be able to pick passes or dribble and beat a couple man, then pick that final pass, innit?
But he's not a dribbler, though.
Yes,
but he's not a
this is what I'm
dribbler.
saying. When I see Alli as a 10, you see when people talk about an actual second striker, I haven't seen anyone perform that role better because every single time Tottenham got the ball, there was at least Alli in the box, if not Kane as well. So he was actually playing that second striker role. I don't think in Udot's last season, unless he stopped making them runs himself, I don't think he was still that second striker. I think he was still playing in the 10.
I'm going to throw something out there for you.
I'm
going to throw something out there for you, yeah? Let me tell you something, yeah? Tottenham, when they was on crud, I would say 2017, was playing at White Hart Lane, yeah? Yeah, remember that, yeah?
Mm.
White Hart Lane, parameters around the pitch, was one of the smallest grounds in the Premier League. You see, as soon as we started playing at Wembley and even at the new stadium that we're at now, and it's become bigger, yeah? I've noticed that our play's been dead. And you see them runs that Alli used to do in behind and all of them things there.
That's a good point you make there.
It wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. I have to be real in it. Yeah, because like I said, like we live off stats. This is the era that we're living in. Yeah, it's stats. When Tottenham was playing their best football with Walker, Rose, the pitch was so small that when man was turning, then Dele Wanyama was yamming that.
And you know what is when we was talking about pressing earlier, I immediately thought to Spurs because at one point you man had that press on lock when you was at White Hart Lane.
But when we was at White Hart Lane, but look when we went to Wembley. Look now when we've gone to the stadium, which is a lot more bigger. Where's the press? Where is the press? And you know what? Yeah. Remember when Kane used to go, Alli used to go. Yeah. Then Eriksen might go. Bro, that don't happen no more. But man will say, it's because of this and because of that. No, what it is, underneath Pochettino, yeah, I think certain man were comfortable. Now Jose's come in, albeit, yeah, he's a little bit like rigid in what he does. You know that he's gonna go with like 22 players that are gonna cut the mustard. If you don't, then you're gonna be on the sidelines, innit? Right about now, Dele Alli is not doing what he's been asked to do, innit? Yeah, we're feeding the ball into you. Like Thursday, I watched the game against some no-name team. Can't even like say their name. Play the ball into them. Play the ball into Dele Alli. Every minute you're losing to man that flipping play semi-pro, bro. Like you're a professional baller. Do you understand? When you get,
I feel like his head's gone though. You need to remember, Alli was a fighter. He was Mr. Passionate guy. He was the slide tackle spud. He was the we push.
Yeah, but how many times can we make excuses for my man?
No, but do you know what it is? Do you know what it is about Alli? Like I honestly, do you know what it is? Maybe it's just me personally. I honestly feel like he's such a good player on his day that Tottenham need to find a way to get the best out of him. Because you see that your squad, yeah, you don't have a lot of players that put up a lot of numbers. Besides Son and Kane, you have literally no one in your squad that puts up numbers. So you need Alli. You need Alli. Colomella ain't doing no numbers. Moore ain't. Only Bell. And I honestly think when Bell comes here, I think he's gonna do a mad thing. I think you lot will get top 4 and a trophy. I think you lot will get Europa League, if not FA Cup. I honestly think Tottenham with Bell this season are gonna get top 4. Car. His motivation is gonna be so high. Even on Saturday, that celebration when Son scored, you could just see it. It was genuine, bro. Like all this bullshit he's been getting in Real Madrid, brother. It's just so set up for him to come there for Europa League win or 5th in Europa League win. I see it.
Yeah, probably. But like I said, me personally, yeah, I'd rather get the top 4 in it and then work our way because that's what's been missing with Tottenham, man. Yeah,
bro, you don't have had top 4 though. You don't have had to. What? You had it for like 3-4 seasons in a row, I swear.
Yeah, but that's not enough though, bro. That's like 3 or 4
enough because you ain't won nothing.
It's not enough.
You know what it is? Yeah. Unless you're Man City and Liverpool, I don't think for the next 5 to 10 seasons, any team in the top 6 can really say that they guarantee the place in the top 4. In my opinion, I feel like the league's too hard to guarantee.
But do you know what? This is gonna sound mad, you know? Yeah. But Man City are in trouble. They're in trouble.
Oh no, they are in trouble.
Thinking that as well.
Not that much trouble. They're in trouble, but they're not out of top 4. Not out of top 4 trouble.
That could happen, Corey. That could happen. Of course it can.
No way.
Of course.
No way.
Not having Sane, that messed them up last season, and no
Of
one paid
course, it
attention.
can happen, man.
Them not having Sane this season,
uh,
killing them. They have
they
no
should have
pace
lost.
besides Sterling.
They should have lost. I'm not making no excuses for them, but for me personally, I still think they still got. They've got no. I'm just saying. There's no excuse for them. I'm gonna say this right. I'm gonna say they've got some injuries, but that's no excuse because the money that they invested in the squad. There's no excuse for them to be losing the way they lost to Leicester because of the injuries. But for me, there's still enough quality in their squad.
Well, they spent over 400 million on defenders.
Mahrez,
400 million
KDB,
defenders.
Sterling.
No. Can I tell you why there's not? Because their whole game revolves around being patient and waiting for that run in behind. That is Pep to a T. His team play. If Sterling, is being marked out of a game or is having a game, who else in that team gets in behind?
They're missing Sergio. They're missing Sergio. Best striker in the league for me.
Sergio's out for 3 months, yeah?
I don't know how long he's out for, yeah.
He's out for 3 months. This guy's injury record's dead, innit? Like, we all know he's going to get injured throughout the season. He's just like Kane. At one point, he's going to get injured, yeah? I'm talking about from the wings because when they had Sterling and Sane on form, they won the Premier League both times. It's only last season they had Sane out for the whole season. They didn't win it. When they have two players with dribbling ability and pace on either side of the wing, that is exactly how they play. They patiently, they pop the ball around, then they'll get an in behind and they'll square across goal. That's Man City's goal 9 times out of 10. They don't have that anymore on one side. That's going to mess them up, their whole dynamic.
Where Man City fall down, and which is why it is possible for me that they can drop out of the top 4, is now teams. What I'm saying, Corey, is what we were saying. There's no guarantee now. Tortside, unless you're Man City or Liverpool. I'm saying unless you're Liverpool, because there's other 6-7 teams now that can go to the Etihad and beat them, as we've seen. Like Etihad, you should not be conceding 5 goals at home. If you're conceding 5 goals at home, then that means that you've got problems at the back. Just like they
reactionary though.
I hear that. It's still early, but we saw this last season as well, though. They lost 9 games, Corey. They lost 9 games. If they lose 9 games again this season, where other teams buck up their ideas, then they could drop out of the top 4.
But looking, okay, so you're judging Man City. Not saying judging, but you looked at Man City this weekend and said, "Rah, they can drop out of top 4."
No. I'm not saying that based on this weekend, though. I'm talking about their defensive record. Like, if you can't keep clean sheets and you can't keep the goal out, and you're conceding 5 goals. You can drop out of the top 4.
I think from looking at everyone else in the top that's fighting for top 4, I don't think that there's a team that can still. I don't think there's 3 teams that can push them out. I don't think there's 3 teams better than them to push them out. There
might not be 3 teams to push them out, but there can be teams to push them out because how I look at it as well. Yeah, remember, Man City can have a bad season. Yeah, their bad season was last year, innit? Yeah, where they lost 9 games.
Lost 9 games, man.
Liverpool had a tremendous season. Now, like what Semps is saying, yeah, when you go Etihad and you go Anfield, or you used to go Old Trafford and that, yeah, them teams there, they're not getting tore up the 5-2s or whatever. And we're not even talking from even this weekend. Even from last season, yeah, Palace is going there, they're doing a job on them, yeah? Like, couple other teams have gone there. Wolves went there, done a job on them. And I looked at it and I said, hold on.
Man United went there and done a job on them.
That's what I'm saying.
But teams are doing jobs on everybody else, though.
No, but Pep spent over 400 million defenders, bro.
People keep talking about the defence, yeah. I get it. Their defence is bad, but remember I said this here on this podcast, Sims. Watch this season. They will struggle to score goals. Remember, I called it here first. Yeah. They're going to struggle to score goals because 100%. No Aguero, no Sane. The only person KDB can feed is himself and Sterling. That is going to be a major problem. I'm telling you guys, there is
1,000%.
There's no comfort in that City team. Like, I saw it against Leicester. I was like, hold on. If Sterling doesn't score this match, who's going to score? Like, people talk about Mahrez. Mahrez is not the Mahrez from Leicester at City. He's done now. Like, he's done. He's not done as a player.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying.
He's never going to get that form.
Yeah, he's not going to get that. No,
it's just gone in it. He's going to be a very good player, but just never that. Wow,
give the ball to Mahrez. Do you know what I've noticed as well, though? They ain't been playing Bernardo, you know.
Yeah.
He's injured.
Who, Bernardo? But he's been on the bench, though.
Was he on the bench last game? I say he was injured.
I don't know, because they wouldn't be progressing with Foden.
No, he was definitely injured last game. I remember, I checked their bench. They had like 3 youngies from the EFL club.
Yeah, they brought on Dele. They brought Dele and Fernan Torres. They're not going to bring them man on instead of Bernardo.
Yeah.
No, he's injured. They got like 13 injuries. They got something mad.
Yeah, that's what, for me personally. I understand what you might say. I'm not saying that they're gonna be fighting for the title. I think they still be up there, but I don't think there's 3 teams because we're talking about the way that they play and everything. If I look at the way that Chelsea are playing, the way that Arsenal are playing, the way that United are playing, the way that Spurs are playing, I don't think that what I've seen from them teams so far are anything to push City out the top 4.
Bro, I can't lie. I think a lot of the big teams will
Everton
be
and
City.
Leicester then? Because they
I don't know. For me, that's early because Leicester showed to us that they can't keep it up, and Everton's a new thing. So I'm intrigued to see if Everton have the consistency because Everton haven't really faced the challenge yet. They've started well.
They got us next.
Let's segue on to Everton. Let's segue on to Everton. We'll move on from Spurs and all of that. Segue on to Everton. What are you lot saying about Everton now? Because I've got a couple man there that are really talking up this Calvert Lewin guy, yeah? Me personally, I don't rate him, but he's scoring goals. Every minute he scores a goal, people are messaging me, Samps, oh, your boy Calvert Lewin scored again. Your boy Calvert Lewin scored again.
That's like Tammy of last season.
So let me hear what you, man, are saying about Everton, because I call them the pretenders, yeah? I'm saying every year they pretend, and I don't see them standing the time, but what are you lot saying? West, what are you saying?
I'm saying Everton are probably blowing their smoke early, yeah? Because they got a couple, man. They got Hammers in, Allen in, Richarlison's gone back out to the wing, Calvert Lewin, he's having
he's on the wing now, isn't it?
Yeah, he's having a little Benteke spell where everything he touches is going in. But they're going to get figured out real quick. Yeah, they're going to get figured out real quick. I don't know when, yeah, if I'm honest with you, but you have to give them their just dues for their first 3 games, innit? Yeah? I want to see how they actually react to when they either draw or even take a loss. Yeah. Personally. Like, I like Ancelotti, but I can't see that team sustaining the form that they've done in these first 3 games for the majority of the season, even up to flipping like late November, personally. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, Corey?
I like them, but I just think, I don't think, first things first, I think they've got a starting 11, but I don't think they have a squad. I don't think they have someone on the bench. Like, at the moment, it's going well for them. They really need to look on the bench to say, bro, come on and change the game. But for me, they ain't got the squad to last the whole season. I think they'll fight for like top 7, top 6. I think they'll push certain teams. I think they might be the Wolves of last season. They might or the Wolves of 2 seasons ago. I don't think that. I want to see them against. Like, obviously, they play Spurs already, but that was first game of the season. So I want to see them against like a United or City, or Leicester. Everton versus Leicester is going to be exciting for me to watch. So I think they've started well. I can't say much about them. Calvert Lewin for me is, I don't rate him as a top striker, but he's doing what he has to do first. I rate Richarlison. Richarlison is wavy. Hammers is wavy. They've got a good midfield as well. Their midfield is better than ours at this moment in time. Decore, Allen.
Oh yeah, they got Decore. Yeah, forgot.
Yeah, the Decore. Yeah, they got a better midfield than us, but I don't know if they can keep it up. I'll be really excited. I do hope though this season. Jay's talking going to get onto me, but I really feel sorry for them against them in that Merseyside derby. I really want them to do you lot over just once. Man. them are starving. Them are starving. They need that Merseyside derby win.
They need a win still. No, honestly, big disclaimer. I'll bet anyone in there £100 that they get top 4. I think they're going to get top 4. I really think they're going to get top 4. Everton. I think they're going to get top 4.
Right.
Do you know what? Look at their squad, yeah? Barring Pickford is a mess, isn't it? I can't lie. They're keeping. But left back, I think Digne is a top 10 Premier League left back.
Digne is mad, you know.
Yeah, he's
bro, right back, man can't show the same as Coleman because he's not dead. He's not dead. Yerry Mina, he's calm. I think he's all right. I think he does a job for most teams. Honestly, like, I'm not just saying that. No, I'm talking about
Yerry
Coleman.
Mina. Coleman does a job. Coleman does.
Yerry Mina and Michael Keane is not like you don't look at that partnership and think, yeah, we're gonna eat them. You might have a bit of joy, but I don't think you'll eat them up. Then I feel like you got 2 potentially give them 2-3 seasons together, world class CDMs. I know that's rich guys. Decore just come from relegated Watford, but I think
Decore is hard.
I want him at Liverpool. Allen, I know it's gonna sound mad, but I had him in my ultimate team, bro. This guy's a baller, fam. I've seen it firsthand. He is a baller. James, yeah, and you got 2 guys that are gonna do the legwork for James Rodriguez to pull the strings. Do you know? I can't remember the last time, yeah, I saw a team have two actual CDMs that are going to do all the work and just going to let a 10 roam. We don't really see 10s anymore, proper actual 10s that are going to do their job and have guys to hit like Calvert Lewin, Richarlison on the wing. I don't even know who's on the other wing. Who's on the other side?
They play James wide. They don't play him at 10. They play him.
They play Angel Gomez as well. And you know what as well? You know why I like that as well? Because one thing is, a lot of their players, in Everton squad have come from big teams. So they have that winning mentality. They got guys from Barca, from PSG. You got guys from Napoli. Like, you got guys that know what it takes to win and actually want to win because they've either been pushed out of a big club or didn't just get the chance to prove themselves. And they got a manager who's been there and done it. Bro, I think they're a problem this year.
But
I like the way they're playing.
But apart from that 11, who have they got on the bench?
What? What are you not talking about? They got man like Sigurdsson off the bench. What? Sigurdsson's dead.
Sigurdsson is not the same man. Why do you think they brought in that much free?
Exactly.
He's
not Swansea City. He's not Swansea City Sigurdsson when they were playing like tiki-taka. But he's still off the bench. 65th minute to replace James 1-1 off the bench. He creates something.
No, but that's not what a squad is, innit? A squad is when Allen or one of them man Gomez is injured and this man has to come in and play 3 games.
Honestly, if Tom Davis had to come in and play 3 games, I don't think that makes much of a difference. If the core is still there, Angel Gomez, I reckon Angel Gomez goes CDM. Then they put James in 10 and then just put Moise Kean on the wing or get Yannick Bolasie or someone.
Bolasie, they don't even play. They don't have Bolasie. They got a Wobie. Wobie's tired. They haven't got the squad.
Bolassie's still there.
They got Wilcott.
But they don't play Bolasie. Bolassie's gonna go like they don't play him.
No. I reckon, watch. Remember I said this. Give him 2 months. He'll come off the bench to the madness. Despite this guy's been training so hard. I watch his Insta. He wants to transfer on Ancelotti, you know, and I think he'll get it still.
Insta, you know.
Watch.
Bolassie's finished, man.
These fans don't even rate them. Like I see a couple of Everton fans. They don't rate him. I think
he never got a chance though. He got that 1 season and
then he got injured, didn't it? He got injured. I rate Bolasie, but I personally don't think he's gonna get a chance this season to shine.
I reckon he'll get that let him go opportunity, and then he'll just do a mad thing.
But they don't have the squad. They don't have they don't have the squad. It's kind of like obviously. Spurs
I can't lie though. Their bench at the weekend was better than you lot's today though.
What bench?
Everton's bench at the weekend was better than you lot's today. They had
what bench they have?
Do you not have a better player on your bench than Sigurdsson, in my opinion?
Can't stop with the Sigurdsson talk, man.
Sigurdsson's tired, man. You can't come
out with the Sigurdsson talk, man.
And you lot are saying this, but to have Sigurdsson, Moise Kean, Theo Walker on the bench.
Moise Kean is anything as well. And Theo Walker.
He said Theo Walker, and it will be down, man. They're dead.
Man, I'm talking about impact players.
So their bench was Sigurdsson, Iwobi, Bernard, Tom Davies, Moise Kean, and was that Lossell? I don't even know who that is.
Bernard is the only one I rate in that bench.
I think that's a good bench.
But Bernard has never been able to hold down a starting place in that team, so he can't be that good either.
He played well against whoever they played, Fleetwood. They played well against Fleetwood.
No, you're taking the piss.
Listen, I'm not having their bench. I think their bench.
Bernard is right.
Honestly, Sense, what do you think of that bench? Honestly.
Real talk, Torch, man. I can't really rate this bench, man. Like Sigurdsson.
You can't.
Nah, Sigurdsson, like he was wavy once upon a time. He went to the Spurs, it didn't work out. You know what I mean? He's gone to Everton, it ain't worked out. He's not that type of player anymore. Iwobi is just Iwobi.
No, Iwobi's
not
dead.
even talk about that.
But
Bernard is wavy, but again, Bernard is a man that you can bring on last 20 minutes, can hold the ball, get a few fouls, do a little something. But again, he's not a man that you can bring in and play for 4 or 5 games and really make an impact. Davies, I like Davies to be fair, but again, why has he not been able to hold down a spot? They're buying new man, and Moise Kean is just, I never rated him from even when he was in Italy. So I do agree that their starting 11 is top, but that bench there is nothing on there scares me. If any of them players come on as a substitute, I ain't worried. Do you know what I'm saying?
1,000% blood.
Just look at last season. Just look at last season when he was playing with them players on the bench there, and look how Everton were playing. They were horrid.
Yeah, I'm telling you, lot. Yeah, if it's 1-1 when we play Everton, and I see Richarlison come on for
Richarlison starts.
He starts.
I mean,
though.
not Richarlison. Sorry, Sigurdsson come on for Angel Gomez in that 10. and then I see
Andre
Moise Kean.
Gomez, not Angel Gomez.
You lot are just throwing me off. Listen, Everton's bench is dead.
I think I said. You know what? The only thing is if Sigurdsson gets one of them free kicks around the box, then it could be curtains. But other than that,
he loved them at Old Trafford. He loved them at Old Trafford.
He's lost it.
Well, anyway, let us know, people. We had a big shout here just now. Everton will make top 4. Let us know.
I'll bet anyone £100. Anyone.
Anyone £100. Listen, I might have to take that bet, you know. I need to make some money.
Transfer that now, brother.
Listen, sort codes and account number on my WhatsApp after this.
I need to make some money. Torch, I'm gonna have that bet with you. Everton are not making £100, yeah?
I'm a man of my word, and this is on YouTube. I'm a man of my word.
All right then, all right. That was a quick £100. Nice. Let's move on. move on to my club now, Manchester United.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Manchester United 3-2 away win. All right. So, what are you not saying about the handball thing, the final goal, and all of that?
It was a handball. It was a handball. For me, it's a penalty. Mope is stupid. I think there's nothing wrong with the decision. I think the decision is correct. I think Mope is just an idiot in doing it. So, correct decision was made.
And even the final whistle, you're saying there's not.
I think because the VAR still has to review it because the game, obviously the final whistle's gone, but for me, I still think VAR had to review it and still come back. Obviously, I understand. So I'm not really too upset or trying to say that it's cheating or whatnot because it's just for me. It's the players. Mope is the idiot for me. That's what I'm looking at it. But obviously, it's luck. It's lucky. It's luck that we have VAR to go and look at that and everything.
Yeah, because
you got a blessing.
But it's bad luck that the referee missed it in real time. Really, you know what I mean? But
yeah, but no, for me, it was the right decision to give United the penalty.
West, you look like you want to say something over there, boy.
Do you know what? Yeah, it is the right decision. Yeah, but I think because of how it's happened, it brings up topics, innit?
Because it's Man United, it brings up topics.
No, not even just.
No, you're right, Sims, you're right.
Not even that, you know, because I think had the whistle not gone, we're not talking about it because it's a handball. It is a handball. Do you understand? But I think because it was so close to the end of the game, whistle's gone, VAR's reviewed it, it's come back. Obviously, what's that brother's name? Bruno scored and whatnot. That's the talking point, innit? Realistically. But if we kind of scan the whole game, Brighton is not meant to make Man United go and get a corner down the bottom, you know? They just scored, bro. Like, let's just keep it 100, innit? Yeah? That's not meant to happen. But such is life. And obviously, Man United's like 45th penalty, you know, in 15 games and that. Like,
it was undeserved, man. Undeserved from that fixture. Undeserved, man. Brighton deserved that point, but
hey, they
can only blame themselves. For me, they can only blame themselves. But
no, 100%, yeah. And they got them on Wednesday, innit? You lot got them on Wednesday.
Yeah, in the cup, yeah.
Yeah, but in reality, rules are rules. I get it, but like I said, because the whistle did go, everybody's like, oh no, the final whistle, rare. But when is VAR gonna review that then? What, when everybody's in the changing room? Do you know what I'm saying? Like when?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Like when can they review it? So it had to kind of be like that. I got it, but you see when you're hearing it on the radio, because I was at work, I remember I heard it on the radio. But then when I saw it, I said, "There's no other way that you could have reviewed that, even if it was." You understand what I'm saying? After the whistle or whatnot, it had to be done. So you know, but I just don't understand how Man United get so many penalties, blood. It's like man don't score from open play and that.
No, they don't. They don't.
And the UFC,
man screaming about Bruno and that. Them man there bust off shot and he don't even go nowhere, blood. Them man there gone straight, blood.
Torch, what are you saying?
You know what it is? If there was just one team for this freakish incident to happen to for the first time to just make it okay for every other team, it would be United, bro. You lot ain't stopped paying the officials since Fergie's left, fam. You lot just got this blazers money,
man.
And you lot just man said, even if the whistle goes, set the VAR because you got VAR. It's cool now, man. Just take this 100K.
Oh gosh, this rival vanting is mad, you know. Is mad.
No. You know what it is? No. It would have been you lot, but no, it was a penalty. Definitely a penalty, bro. Even after the final whistle, word to what these man said, there was literally no other way, because if you go back into that changing room after the whistle's just blown, it's just a penalty, like literally 1 second away. It doesn't. You might as well not have VAR because you're meant to review decisions and make a decision afterwards. Anyway, so yeah, it was definitely a penalty. Brighton should have won the game. Hit the post and crossbar 5 times. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
It's never happened since Opta started.
Never happened. Yeah, that is rigged.
Since Opta started doing stats, what was it, early 2000s? I think.
Bro, their left back, March. I know he's a left back and he plays for Brighton, but brother, he could have scored a hat trick. He could have scored a hat trick.
Oh, but
Trossard, both of them, both of them.
No, they got a bad boy team. They got.
Saka was out of position too many times on the Saturday.
Bro, I swear down. You know when I knew Tariq Lamptey was, and this is why I wish I did podcasts every day. You know when I knew Lamptey was a bad boy when he come on his debut halftime
against Arsenal.
Bro,
Yeah.
From then, I said, yo, Lamptey's a bad boy, you know?
Yeah, man.
Chelsea lost him though, innit?
Yeah, but you know what it is, yeah? The only reason why he can never take over Reece, because Reece is a unit, bro. He's good technically, and he's just built, like, Lamptey's small, innit? But for me, bro, I just saw a fight. Like, from the moment he come on the pitch against Arsenal, forget his technical ability, I just saw in his face, bro, this boy wants it. And every match I see him, he wants it still. You can tell that, even the way that they pass the ball to him in the Brighton team, I could just tell that they rate him. Like, they actually think, yo, this boy's got talent.
Nah, he's
too good. He's too good for Brighton. He ain't gonna be there.
He should stay there for. He won't stay there for 2 seasons. Because he's gonna start. He's playing matches there. What other? I don't think there's a team that he's playing matches for at this moment in time right now.
He could get in the Arsenal team.
Who does he go to?
Maybe so, but managers. I'm just saying. I'm thinking management-wise. Management won't bench Bellerin.
Well, I'll take him at Tottenham. You know.
What, over Doherty? Yeah.
Oh no, you got Doherty.
You don't just sign the right back.
United need him in 2 seasons. In 2 seasons, that's United.
Listen,
they got Bissaka for life.
If Bissaka is dead, and Semps will tell you this.
No, I will not. No, I will not. Are you mad? Wan-Bissaka's dead. Nah, man. Nah.
Technically,
he said Wan-Bissaka's dead. Nah. See, my man's just all up on this new Trent and Robertson thing because he's a Liverpool fan.
No, but hear what though? Hear what though, Semps, yeah? I think Wan-Bissaka, is probably the best one-on-one right back in the league.
But everybody knows that. That's not why we're questioning him.
Forward,
but that's his job, though. That's his job, right back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Going forward, I'm not going to say he is, but when I look at Trent, Trent can't defend. Trent is a shit defender. We can't stunt. But the brother can cross the ball.
He's a defender.
He's not a shit defender.
He is.
Bro,
he is.
Right, listen.
He can get turned.
What did my man do to him last week? He can get turned.
Yes, he can, bro. Every defender can get turned. Man can't move like defending is not harder than attacking because it is.
Exactly. Defending is harder than attacking, and Wan-Bissaka is the best at his job. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't understand why people say he's dead. For me, like I was listening to this guy talking the other day, and he was getting on to Harry Maguire, and he was like, "Their man paid £80 million for a man that can't defend," and he's like, defending is your job and you can't defend. And I'm like, real talk. Like, for me, I understand football has changed. I understand what the new job of a fullback, but you also got to understand the system in which a team plays. Like, if you was to put Trent Alexander in a Man United team, he is not going to be as productive because of the way we play. We need to do a lot more defending. He would be exposed. I was looking forward to seeing him in the Euros this year because I'm telling everybody he would have got found out in the Euros because it's not this Liverpool team where man can play as a wide forward. You know what I'm saying? Like the way Trent Alexander plays. So Wan-Bissaka, his first primary job is to defend, and he does that better than anybody else. And the going forward side, he did start to improve, and that's what we need to start to coaching him and get him better at. He can develop that side of his game. We started to see improvements on that. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what? You see, when people, there's 2 things I'll say, yeah. When people say Trent is dead defensively, yeah, I have seen a fullback that is dead defensively. We had him only 2 seasons ago. That's Alberto Moreno, yeah. And do you know how I knew he was dead defensively? Not only was he always caught out of position, one-on-one, he was terrible. Fair enough. Like a very good world-class attacker can get at Trent one-on-one, but how many times do you actually see him be beat one-on-one? It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does happen, everyone's just quick to jump.
That's because the team the way you play. He's never really left exposed. Really, if we be real,
I've seen him. You know, I've seen Trent win his fair share of one-on-ones. We play so much. I've seen him win his first round one. It's not like every single time he's in a one-on-one, he gets burnt for shreds. If that was the case, then I'll be like, you know what? This guy is just David Beckham 2.0 at right back. He can just rip a ball in. But I've actually seen him hold his own in one-on-ones. But
that's
fair
funny.
enough.
That's what he is.
But the
leave
majority
that.
of opposition goals come down the right-hand side of Liverpool's defence, though. That is the maddest thing. When you kind of
Robertson's better. Robertson's better defensively.
You say that, but then you look at Man United, yeah. When teams wanna press, yeah, and they go for a player press, so they pick one player who's dead on the ball. Who do they always go for? Wan-Bissaka. It is Wan-Bissaka, but I've seen it. I've seen matches where they won't press, and the moment Wan-Bissaka gets the ball, they're on him, and he will give it up.
I've seen that in games. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie and say that I ain't seen that in games that they do target, but that's not just Wan-Bissaka though. Generally speaking, when our defense has the ball, teams will press us because we don't seem comfortable. Even today, watching Arsenal play the ball from the back, I was like, rah, you lot, it feels a little bit nervy. But at the same time, I was like, you lot are a lot more accomplished at doing that job than when Man United do it. When we're doing it, even Maguire's giving the ball away. Lindelof is giving the ball away. Everybody's giving the ball away.
Because you got a PE teacher as a manager, blood.
Not gonna take you're not taking you out the hood, man. Ollie's not taking you nowhere.
So do you not think that's what our problem is then? That
you got a PE tech manager, blood.
Yeah,
I don't think he's that dead. I
think United have one of the best squads in the league for me. I think when I look at your squad, I think you got decent players. But I think when I watch you lot play, you're not playing to the ability of your players, man. I don't see a plan. I can't. Can you tell me how Man United play? I can't see how you not play. What's your purpose?
Honestly, I think they're a counter-attacking team. I think Ollie just sets them up to soak pressure up and then counter with Pogba and Bruno pinging the ball into one of the pacey guys up front. That's what I think he tells them.
That's not what we do, though, bro.
It's not what you do, but I think it's so hard for a big team nowadays to counter-attack. And I feel like if you're Paul Pogba, yeah, and you play against Chelsea and you play against Liverpool and you just see them pinging the ball around, I feel like you get so demotivated that when you do get the ball, you're not thinking, oh shit, if I look up, Rassi's going to make that run and we'll be in behind and we'll probably be 1-0 up. Because I feel like every team just wants to have the ball now and wants to be making 100 passes, pinging it round. I feel like it's mad demotivating for them.
Where do you think you stand, Seb? Where do you think you stand with Ollie?
Look, last season, yeah, I was, early doors, I was Ollie out, and I'm like, we got to Christmas, and I was just like, yeah, for me personally, like, man ain't got no CV in it. Like, how has he got this job? He won't get no other big job because he's done nothing, and he's been in the game a long time as well. But then, obviously, Bruno, because this is the other thing that I always talk about. I always talk about a team and players that you do need the tools to do the job. Not everybody's going to be an Alex Ferguson that can get the best out of average players. Not everyone's going to be a Pochettino that can get the best out of average players. Sometimes you need to be a manager that has the better players playing, i.e. your Pep Guardiola's. He's fantastic and all of that. But if you was to put Pep in charge of a team with average players, he ain't going to be able to do what he needs to do because they're not going to be able to play the way they need to play. So I was thinking, you know what? Give Ollie better players and maybe we will start to do a thing. Bruno Fernandes comes in and obviously we went on this mad run towards the end of the season. We beat City, we beat Chelsea, we beat loads of, we played well against Liverpool. We did a thing against Spurs. We was doing our thing, you get me? We ended up limping over the line towards the end, but that was more fatigue and fitness, but we got third. And then now I'm like, okay, summer, give him players. Do you know what I'm saying? Give him the tools that man needs. And then let's judge him on this season. And at the moment, we ain't started, man. We ain't started. We're looking sluggish. We're playing slow. We look unfit. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't look like we've got a real plan. And then you can just go back. Are they playing for the manager? Is it the manager? Is it the players? Who knows, man? Who knows? But where am I? Go on.
No, I was going to say in United's defence, most of the teams that didn't have a pre-season played poor over the weekend still. Tottenham, did you guys have a pre-season with being in...
Yeah,
I know United didn't. Did Tottenham?
No, Tottenham had a pre-season.
Tottenham did, yeah.
They played a couple games against... Who did they play? Ipswich, Reading and Birmingham still. But that was with, like, the players that... I think... Hold on, when was the international break? Was that just
It was
after?
just before the season started. It was a weekend just before. It was a week after
because
we played Community Shield, and then it was international break, I think.
Because
and then,
with Tottenham, you never had the Kanes, the Celso, Ndombele, all of them man there, because where they went on holiday, they had to quarantine for 14 days and all of this malarkey.
And
Okay.
we're having that nonsense as well, because Pogba had COVID, he was quarantining. Wan-Bissaka went away, I think it was Dubai or something. He had to come back on quarantine, so he weren't even training. Pogba weren't training. We've bought Donny van der Beek, and for some reason he ain't been playing. So I don't know
He's a baller.
I don't know what Ollie's
He's a
doing there.
baller.
You know what I'm saying?
How are you gonna play me a team though? Are you not just gonna play 3 of them and just say the DM? Sorry, it's language.
No,
he could play DM, you know.
No, I don't think that's gonna be it. I literally think he's just been brought to bolster the squad. So, you know, Pogba might get injured. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, or
He's
Pogba.
planning for life after Pogba. Do you think Pogba's gonna last?
To be honest, I thought Pogba was gonna sign. At the beginning of this window, we got top 4. I'm thinking Pogba signing a new deal. We're bringing in Sancho. We're gonna bring in this. We're gonna bring in that. I thought getting top 4 solid. That's why getting top 4 was so important. That's why when we went to Chelsea and he prioritized the league over the FA Cup, I was like, I'm all for it, because I think getting top 4 is so important to building our squad.
It's huge.
Then we got top 4 and we ain't building, and I'm just like, what's going on? And
Sense. Sorry to cut you, my bro, but do you think now, that Man United have the pulling power to get some of these players though, like realistically now? Because like Ollie, like Ollie's at the helm, because I'm thinking, all right, you don't want Sancho. They're saying 108 million and whatnot, but if I'm Sancho, I'm saying, boy, I'm playing for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know.
But you know what it is?
You understand what I'm saying? I could be paying for Klopp.
No. But this ain't the problem though, because Sancho wants to come. Terms have been agreed. That's all wrapped up. It's the club, and this is the problem. So yes, we can, Regulion, everything patterned up. He wanted to come. Do you know what I'm saying? But we can't agree on the deal. Huh? Yeah, who you man signed? Yeah,
the buyback.
We weren't looking to do the buyback thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we can't agree a fee with Dortmund, and this is what the issue is with certain players. It's not even the players; it's the club. But obviously, I do believe that we obviously have lost the pulling power. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
I don't think
so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think United's on
you lot's wages that you pay are so high that when I do Rashford's on what's he on 350k a week?
Is it that much? I don't think it's that much.
I swear.
No way.
I think it's like it might be 300 actually.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Rashford.
No Liverpool player is nowhere near that high, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is why a lot of players sign for United.
No. But the thing is now, like, players would now rather go to other teams like your Liverpools and your Cities and that. They would.
But bro, I think money speaks. Honestly, even for these rich mega footballers, I think money speaks. I think if you're Sancho next summer and you had Liverpool and United both on you, and it was like some chump change in between them, then yeah. But I think if Liverpool offer you 150 and United offer you 300, and they say, "Yo, it's going to take us 2 years to win the league," I think you go for the 300.
I do believe that Man United do get bumped a lot though, man. They pay.
Everybody knows it, bro.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
So
that's why I think like their team's a little bit up and down. Because remember, Man United is the only team that's on the flipping
Forbes list.
Yeah, and stock exchange and all of them things.
Yeah,
there. Do you know what I mean?
heard about that yesterday. Funny enough,
but like, do you know what? Yeah, I look at Man United's team, and I think to myself, all right, De Gea, he might have gone downhill a bit, but he's still a good goalkeeper. Yeah,
replace him with Henderson, man.
Yeah, right. See Henderson, I'm not gonna say that. Do you know why? You can look good at Sheffield United. That's a different thing because his mistakes are not getting highlighted like that. Put him in 15 games and we see Wagwan. Yeah?
I honestly think, Sems, I don't know, you watch the hair more than me. But from what I've seen over the last 2 to 3 years, from what I saw before that, because I need to remember, when I'm watching De Gea, I'm saying, oh my God, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. Because we have Mignolet, and this guy is just, you lot's team is dead, but he's just doing the mad thing. And it's ever since you lot have started to get a better team, he started to get worse. Whereas when you lot had a team, he was moving mad sick. I think it was against Arsenal. He saved 17 shots, the most in a Premier League game.
They beat us 3-1. Yeah.
The man forget these things, and then bruv, like it's like the same thing with Alli, bro. De Gea's not had. If we go on what you man was saying about not having one bad year, he's had like 2 or 3 seasons where he's been poor now, you know.
But I was saying to West earlier, for me, De Gea was a goalkeeper that I could rely on. So every game I'm going into it thinking, boom, we got De Gea in goal. We're patterned up.
Yeah.
Man might make couple saves and save us. Do you know what I'm saying? Now I'm worrying, what mistake is he going to make? And it's not 1 season, it is 2 seasons. And I think there does come a time, exactly what we were saying about Dele Alli. It does come a time when your past achievements
don't mean nothing.
Your stinky form, fam.
Don't mean nothing. And he's been doing this now for a long period of time. So I'm just like, boy, maybe you need that competition now of Henderson. You know, maybe that's what you need, because something has gone wrong. I don't quite know what it is, but the mistakes he's been making have not been small mistakes. He's been making big clangers.
No, he's been making huge ones.
That's costing us points. That cost us top 4 the previous season. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I don't think you guys will progress as a team until you change your whole. In my opinion, it's got to be the whole back 4 and the hair with Henderson. I think Henderson's more than an adequate keeper. I think more or less everyone in that back 4 has got to be replaced, barring like I think you can cope with I was gonna say with a Bayern or a Lindelof. I don't think that them two are that bad. I think Harry Maguire is terrible. I think both your left backs. No, I think Harry Maguire is terrible. Honestly,
I just think
he's got enough pace, and I
agree.
feel like if you're a centre back that hasn't got pace, I feel like you have to be so good at reading the game, and you got to be a warrior where your pace never gets called into question. He is not that. He's not that. I've seen him one-on-one.
Would be better with Bailly next to him if he wasn't.
Honestly, I always thought if you have Bailly next to him, I think you'll see a Maguire that's like wow. I might be like wow, like he's world class, but I don't think we'll ever see that because of Bailly's injury record. So I think you don't need a new back 4. I think you need a new CDM to replace Matic, and I honestly think from what I've seen of Van der Beek and just Dutch footballers in general, I reckon you can honestly breed him into playing at number 6 well. He will probably make the most pass on the pitch. He's one of them players that just always wants the ball. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
Cool. You put Pogba. You play. I don't even think Pogba should play as 6. Like I think you lot should do a 4-3-3. Put Pogba on the right or the left.
The left. The left.
Bruno on the right. Van der Beek sitting. I think you have Martial on the left or right, whichever he's better on. And I know this is going to be controversial, but you replace Rashford. Because for me, I don't honestly think, I've never thought this, and I don't think Rashford's going to turn into that top player. I just don't have that feeling. I don't think he's got, apart from pace, I don't think he's got enough about him. Where you see with Martial, he's got the pace, he's got the shooting, and he's got the dribbling. Like, I don't want to be on a one-on-one with Martial because of his feet. They're dangerous. I feel like you put Greenwood up top. I feel like he's a generational talent when it comes to strikers. And then I feel like you put, if you get Sancho on the other side, then I think you lot got a bad boy team. But that whole defense needs to change.
So what about Luke Shaw then? Luke Shaw
is dead food, bro.
Oh, he's horrid.
He is dead food.
We're looking to bring in this Alex Telles now, innit?
Baller.
Oh yeah.
That's looking like that's meant to be. That's looking like
he's agreed personal terms as well, isn't it?
Everyone agrees
the best passing.
It's the fee of the club.
Yeah, we got to bloody sort the fee out now, man. That's what we got to do. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on from Man United. Let us know, people, what your thoughts are on United. Is it Ollie? Most of the fan base, I know there are a lot of Ollie out people going on at the moment. So let us know what your thoughts are. Boy, who is it? Chelsea. Chelsea's the next one who were tipped to do big things this season. And boy, it's not quite started. That's another question. Is it too early? Is it too early, man?
Way too early.
Way too early.
To be judging everybody.
Because we're football fans.
Yeah.
No, but they've got Pulisic and Ziyech, and them two are ballers. They've got two ballers. They've got two ballers that ain't playing right now. So with Pulisic and Ziyech in their team, they're total different animals for me.
Can Frank get them all playing though? Can he?
I think he can.
And get them all playing.
4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. You put what's his name? You put Ziyech in the 10. No, not Ziyech. I don't think Havertz is going to be good for Chelsea unless he plays in the 10 every single week. I reckon he's one of them players where he's, especially for the first 2 years in the Prem, if he plays 10, he'll be amazing. If he plays anywhere else, I reckon he'll just be a shadow of himself. I just feel like he's.
Oh, we lost him. Lost torch. What are you saying, Wes? About
the maddest Yeah, the maddest thing is, no, something just fly past me. I don't know what that was, dog. Yeah. See Chelsea, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't like them, blood.
You don't like them.
Nah, I don't like Chelsea, you know. I don't like them still. But with the man them that they got, Timo, Kai, Hakim Ziyech, Pulisic, Kovacic, Kante. Yeah, I said that. Timo Werner. What's his name? Jorginho, Ross, Hudson-Odoi.
No, don't do Ross. Don't do Hudson.
Yeah.
Don't do.
No.
You can't do that.
No,
you
but
can't.
listen to what I'm saying to you. Yeah,
What?
they've got more than enough to do bits, but I don't know if Frank has got the know-how in certain games.
I reckon
that
he
makes
does.
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And what I mean by that is, yeah, you got all of them players, but remember when you go Anfield and Man City and that, not all of them players can play, just because they're good. Something's got to give in it. Like you have to have a Jorginho in there. Like you have to have like back in the day, last season they would have like a Willian that would do that work rate or a Pedro. I can't see that with the newbies yet, but then I could be wrong.
Pulisic has it in him, I think.
Huh?
Pulisic has the work rate, I think.
Pulisic has got the work rate, but see now we put Pulisic in there, but then on the other side, can I see Ziyech running up and down?
Yes,
like they're playing Liverpool, like chasing Trent.
So.
No,
I think so as well. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think Ziyech.
That Ajax team pressed, bro. They pressed like they were a proper footballing team. They had possession. They could counter attack. They could press.
Yeah, but that's Ajax, though, blood. Yeah, that's Ajax. That's the area.
You're asking him to run up and down, bro. I think he would do that.
He's my favorite.
I'm saying away from home. At home, you can get away with all of them man in your team. Away from home, where you want to keep shape, for the first 30 minutes at least, I can't see half of them man there starting, if I'm honest with you. Yeah? Like, that's why I get it when they play like I said, last season, you might have a Pulisic on one side, but then Willian will compensate on the other side. You understand? Or when they had Pedro one side, Willian and whatnot. Like, they've got the players. And like I said, I just don't know if Frank in certain situation has got the know-how to see out games or even win certain games personally.
At the moment,
for me, I think they play better football than United, than Tottenham, than Arsenal. So I feel like as a coach, Frank is there, innit? Like, I know you're not gonna say the defense is dead though, but really, I don't even think any team in the Prem so far this season has actually got good defense. Who's actually been defending really well? So obviously 2-3 games in, but no one's really defending well, innit? I feel like
when you concede in 3 goals to West Brom though, like that defending was calamity. Thiago Silva and them man there.
Like, but it's the first game.
No, but this is the problem from last season. It's not just the thing. It's just from last season, and it's not. They haven't done anything to their defense to look to.
No, they have though, because look, I swear Alonso made 2 mistakes over the weekend. Is it? Or was it 3?
Yeah.
He made 2.
1 or 2.
Chilwell.
They got Chilwell.
Chilwell's come in now.
Yeah.
So that's 2 mistakes out of their team already. Because we all know Alonso is a liability. Are we all in agreement? Yeah, cool. So that's Alonso out of their team. I reckon you put Azpilicueta alongside Thiago Silva. I think that's a solid centre-back pairing. And then you got Reece James at right back.
But he won't
be centre-back.
Best
centre-back is Rudiger.
I've never seen Esper play centre-back.
No, but I think they got better centre-backs. They got better centre-backs in the team.
Chelsea have won the Premier League with Azpilicueta centre-back.
He has.
He was that centre-back?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
On the right side of a 3.
Oh yeah. No, that's
but
not.
You can't play 2 of Thiago Silva and Azpilicueta. That's you're looking to get ruined.
No, I think you can.
Nah, man, them 2 oldies. Nah, man. Nah.
Azpilicueta is only 29. He's not.
But he wouldn't. You know what? He would never do that anyway. So there's no point us talking about it. There's no way he's gonna play Aspi and Thiago. Rudiger will come back in when Rudiger.
They want to send him. I see Tottenham interested in him today.
Tottenham interested, yeah.
What, in Rudiger?
Yeah.
On a loan deal.
Keep him, man. Keep Rudiger, man.
He's a good defender.
Better than Davison.
He's all right.
When he starts making mistakes, like Tottenham man are gonna be on him, blood. Do you get me? Make him stay where he is, blood. It's all right, man. We're Chelsea, man. He's cool.
So do you think think Chelsea can finish top 4 then?
Yeah.
I think they can.
Yeah.
What Frank needs to stop doing is stop putting Timo wide to accommodate Abraham because Tammy's dead. He's just put Timo where he needs to be in the
He
centre.
only did that
Tammy's
one
dead.
time,
I
though.
don't think Tammy's dead, fam.
Tammy's horrible, man. He's not
He's
good
not,
alive.
bruv. You're 21 and you get 13 goals in the Premier League for your first season.
That's
How is
fair
that
enough
dead?
to him. For me, I think personally, he's overall. For me, he's not a starter. If you want to have him in your squad and take him off the bench, then fair enough. But for me, he's not Chelsea's number 9 striker to start. I don't think he's a.
I'd agree with you still, you know.
Bro,
In the squad, yes,
doesn't do enough.
Yeah,
I can't
man.
lie. I think he was one of their best players up until like Christmas, January last season. He was one of their
You
best
get
players.
much more from Giroud than you do from Tammy Abraham, in my
terms of
opinion.
link-up play, yeah.
Yeah.
And goals as well. Giroud, if he was playing all them games, he would have scored those goals. Giroud just weren't. Giroud would score them goals.
Probably good. So
Tammy's good to
every
run
time I see him
Tammy's got
play, I'm
pace.
impressed with Giroud. I'll give him that.
Tammy's got pace. You can bring him on 20 minutes to go and run at the tight defenders, run off the last defender, do you know what I mean? And carry the
run
ball.
the channels and all of that.
Yeah, that's what Tammy is. But for me, I don't think he's like a starting striker. Like, he reminds me, he's so awkward watching him play sometimes, man. He's like Bambi sometimes.
Honestly, I don't think this guy's that bad, bro.
Tammy just reminds me of a better version of the white girl, you know, if I'm quite honest with you.
Nah, man.
I'm being dead serious,
I see Bear Man give Tammy hate still, and I always feel sorry for him because I think, bro, 21, 13 goals in your first Premier League season, and you don't even get to finish the season and start games like that. I
respect it.
His first touch is terrible, innit? For me, that's where he needs to improve. His first touch, and I feel like for such a tall striker, you got to be scoring more headed goals. But his physicality, he's only 21. He hasn't got his full physicality yet. I feel like you keep him in that Chelsea team for the next 5 to 10 years, he goes down as one of their best strikers ever. For me.
No.
What? You think if you keep him in that team for another 10 years, you don't get 30 goals a season?
No.
He's going to get in-game experience.
Not Tammy Abraham.
Nah, bro. He's got everything as a top-class striker. Pace.
30 goals
he's
a season.
big. Nah. I said if you keep him in
that
Chelsea team.
He can't finish.
No, I said he's tall. I said he's got pace. He's got everything as a top-class striker.
He can't finish.
He can finish. His finishing ain't dead.
He's finishing ain't nothing special, man.
It's not 30 goals a season finishing.
It's not Greenwood. Yeah. It's not Greenwood. Like he's not a clean striker of the ball, but he's got decent finishing. He's not terrible.
Yeah, he won't be there that long.
He won't. He definitely won't.
He won't be there that long, boy. Tammy's gone.
But he might be partnering Solanke soon, blood. Don't ever get it twisted, you know, blood. Trust me, blood.
I think man need to put respect on Tammy's name, fam. Honestly.
No, man ain't putting no respect.
I respect him, but he's not Chelsea. I'm saying for a team like Chelsea to prosper in life, Tammy is not the way. He might be Premier League quality, but he's not Chelsea quality. He's not Chelsea. We're talking about top 4 Chelsea going Champions League, trying to win a title. Nah.
Yeah, not straight away, but 2 seasons in that team, then he grows. He gets in-game experience, and bro, he bangs a lot of goals.
But
if he
got
gets
Werner
30,
now anyway. He ain't playing.
Yeah,
no more. Yeah, it's done for Tammy, man. It's done. So you man think Chelsea will get top 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, Liverpool top 4. Who you lot saying? Who you lot saying makes up your top 4? Corey, start. Who makes up your top 4?
At this moment in time, because transfer window is not shut, so I'm going off it now on the 28th of September 2020 with no transfers. The transfer window as it is now.
Yeah.
I'm going City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and United at this moment in time. If we sign the 2 midfielders that we need to sign, then I'll put us in there. But
Partey,
Partey and Aura. I think we need both of them. I don't think it's one or the other. I think it's both we need. But I don't see us buying both. But we'll give it a good run for top 4. But I think individual brilliance of I don't think Ollie's the guy, but I think the individual brilliance that United have, I think they'll
there's no way.
I think they'll nick 4th. I don't see us getting 4th above United, Chelsea, City.
West, who you saying? Who makes up your top 4? You got Bale and Doherty now.
I was saying...
and Højbjerg and that. Højbjerg and Winks.
Regular. Regular. I'm saying, honestly, my first feeling is, Liverpool, obviously, because they're just on crud.
Come on. We're on it.
I'm going to put us in there. I'm going to put Tottenham in there. Not just because I'm a Tottenham fan, because I think Jose's got the know-how. And then, I think this is going to be a bit of a shocker, you know, but I'm going to go for Man United and Chelsea to be.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the reason why I say this here, No. I'm saying this here because Pep's in problems, you know.
Do you think Spurs are going to be finish above City?
I think it's very possible.
No way.
Yeah.
I think it's very possible.
No way.
No,
No
but
way.
listen.
No
Listen,
way.
the only reason why I'm saying this, yeah, if City do not rectify that forward problem, yeah, they're gonna drop too many points, yeah, and it's gonna cost them.
You man have more
I'm
problems
being
than
real.
City. You have more problems than City.
Not really. What problems do we have?
Your midfield is atrocious. You got
Go on.
three good. You got three good attackers.
Their
but I don't-
midfield
I
ain't
don't-
that bad.
Yeah, their midfield ain't atrocious.
Winks.
Nah, it's bad, but it's not
But they don't
terrible.
have to play Winks though. He don't have to play Winks.
That's what I'm saying.
Your three attackers
teams-
are not going to be fully fit at the same time for a long enough period for you not to prosper. You've got three very. I rate Son, Kane, and Bale. I rate them highly, but I don't think that you're going to have them all fit at the same time to bring you to where you want to be.
No. What you should say is that you don't want them to be fit.
I'm saying
at the same time. That's what you really should.
When is the last time? When's the last time Kane or Bale had a full season fit?
When's the last time?
Yeah, when's the last time any of them have had a fully fit
season?
Fully
was
fit
what?
season?
2 seasons
Was last
ago,
season
innit?
2019, innit?
No, not last season or the season before. He's been
No,
injured.
not last season. I said 2019. Didn't he play 42 games in that?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up now.
But I know that for a fact because I watched.
I know he had 2 poor seasons.
They've been cussing him for
years. Man, they're cussing. They're telling him
hold on.
Wales go for Madrid.
2017 he had a poor season, yeah, that he never played that many games, and this season he never played too many games. He only played 21 games this season, innit? Scored 3 goals, and I think 17 he must have played how many? I think 30.
He played 29 games last season, 28 games the season before,
yeah,
and the season before that, 2017-18. He played 37 Premier League and scored 30 goals. So yeah, it's been a couple of seasons now since he's had them high numbers. But like to be fair, he still played 28 games.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If we can get a 70% Gareth Bale, yeah, I still think it spells problems. Yeah, Harry Kane,
The injuries have started already. Son, hammy.
Yeah, don't worry, man. Bergwijn will come in, man. He'll be all right, man.
Yeah, Bergwijn's a player, man.
We got that.
Torch, we can't hear you. Torch, we can't hear you. No, I'm saying we can't hear Torch.
Oh no! I said Bergwijn's a player. I rate him.
Yeah,
no, he's good. He's good.
The maddest thing is, man say Tottenham's midfield is whack. Like, I think it's whack because you're not playing the right man. You're not playing Højbjerg, Celso, and Tonga, innit? Yeah, me personally, I think that's the strongest, yeah? But then, when I kind of look at what we've got now, and I'm saying, all right, Son is fire, but can we get away with a couple games without Son? Yeah? I think we can. Can we get away with, 5 games, probably? 10 games? No. Same with Kane. But I think bringing in Bell and still having certain man that you've got, like Lucas will pop up and get something, like Pamela will still pop up and get something.
Lucas got his first goal in 2020 yesterday. On Sunday.
Sunday. But it will still get you something, though. It will still get you something.
That is terrible.
We can't stun. Who? What, Lucas?
That is a crazy statistic. I heard it.
You know what? Do you know what's so funny? When you deep it, Corey, bar Lacazette and Aubameyang, who else scores for Arsenal?
Who else scores for us?
Who else scores for you?
Pepe scores some. And who else scores? Aubameyang's our main goal scorer, and that doesn't, and that's something that we need to address, and we need to address it for a creative player. That's not a problem. That's not something that's hidden.
We still got shitware Alli, yeah.
Pardon. But the thing is, you still heavy. Your team heavy reliance without Son. Son is your best player. I think Son's a bigger miss than it is when Kane's injured.
100%. You know why? Because he can run.
Yeah.
100%.
Honestly,
you can't be a big team and cause problems without someone running in behind. I honestly believe that.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to have to wrap up soon, man. Torch, who do you think is going to finish top 4? Give me your top 4 predictions.
Champion.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we know if you lot.
If that feels good, you know. Who else is gonna get in there? Like I said earlier, Everton. I do think Tottenham are gonna get in there. You know, I do. I can't get over Kane, Son, and Bell, bro. Like that is like the Prem ain't ready, bro. The Prem ain't ready, bro. Kane and Bell in the box for headers, long. But yeah, Tottenham, Everton, Liverpool, fourth. I don't think United will get there. You know, I don't see enough. As much as I like Chelsea, and I think that they'll do City. As bad as I think they'll be, I think they'll get top four.
So you just realise now, innit, that Everton shout is a little bit mad.
No. Everton are in there, bro. I just said that. Everton, Liverpool, City, and Tottenham.
Everton over Chelsea as well, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel
even when Ziyech comes in and Pulisic and them man there,
bro. Ziyech is like, bro. Ziyech is a baller. I've rated this guy's left foot. His left foot's probably better than Salah's in terms of technical ability. Yeah, like it's up there, but. Bro, see, bro. You see the way Everton are playing.
He's got to stand by his sword now, and he said it. He's got to stand by it now.
I just, bro. You told me last time, yeah. You saw 2 sick DMs, yeah, and a world-class cam that can just go and do it. When was the last time you saw that?
No squad. I understand what you're saying. I started 11, yeah, fair enough. But that whole squad, Calvert Lewin's on the same level as Tammy, and you know I don't rate Tammy.
Nah, man, I don't know about Calvert Lewin, innit? For me, I don't know if he's good or dead yet, innit? Because I've seen him score goals, but I know what you don't mean. Like, you ain't seen the raw, like that's what he's on, innit? But
man's trying to header the ball, and the ball's coming off his back. That's the goals that he's scoring.
I know, I hear that.
That's the type of striker he is.
But if you get 30 of them in a season.
He's not going to get 30.
No.
Bro, you don't know. How many times
No. We need to have some order here now.
Bro, how many times
Calvert Lewin's not scoring 30 goals.
You hear, what's his name, Jeff Shreves, he'll be like, you'll get 30 goals a season just being in the box like that. Bro, man think it's a joke.
Nah, you think so? You think you outscore Vardy, Ings and them, man. Vardy, Ings,
you see,
Martial, Aubameyang, Kane.
If he keeps getting the amount of opportunities that he's getting, if James keeps up his form, if Richarlison keeps feeding him, if Decore and Allen are still that solid in midfield where the ball gets running straight to James to create ammunition, then brother, this guy's on fire. Cause look at what you both said. Both North London teams are struggling to create. United are struggling to create. Brother, these lot are doing it for fun, you know.
But remember what we also said? It's too early to judge the thing.
I know, but we're doing it based off these games. Everton are gonna come second in the league, man.
Oh gosh. Listen, just quickly, because we're gonna have to wrap up. Just quickly, Wolves, are they gonna have another decent season, or do you think they're gonna fall away? Just quickly, Corey.
Go on.
Whoever.
I think mediocre, you know.
Mediocre season for Wolves, because obviously they just got turned over 4-0 by West Ham. We just would not have seen that happening. So
Neves needs to come Liverpool ASAP, blood.
Yeah, he's
I think Wolves. I don't think they're gonna have a mediocre season, but they're not gonna have it. I think they've hit their peak. I think they've hit their peak. I think they'll still give everyone trouble. It's not going to be easy game to go there.
Yeah.
They'll finish about. I think they'll be fifth, top 8. I don't think they'll get Europe's spot.
I think they'll still get. They'll get a Europe spot, man.
They didn't get Europe last season.
No, because Everton. So because Everton are in the mix now. So what's your Everton and Leicester?
You've said Everton in the top 4. So that means so then that's 4. 8. So there's Man United and Chelsea that don't get in there, and Spurs. I know you said Spurs get in there.
No, I said
Spurs. Arsenal,
Arsenal,
Man United, the thing. Yeah,
Leicester.
now Wolves don't get Europe. They didn't even get Europe last season. Wolves definitely not get
Europe. But that's because they had Europe last season.
Yeah.
Nah, but
that's why I think they'll get Europe this season, McCall. Man, you try to remember, what Klopp said.
So who misses out? Who misses out of Europe then, Torch?
On Europe, out of who did I put?
Man United. It's going to be Man United, Chelsea, or Arsenal. We're going to have to miss out.
Or Leicester.
If Wolves get there, or Leicester. If Wolves get there,
bro,
two teams are gonna have to miss up there. Right, United.
Bro, do you know what it is? Yeah, about United for me, bro. Like I'm not. You know me, Leon. You know me, Sems, bro. From day one, the reason why we got is because man was real about the Pogba thing. So I don't have this personal United thing.
I know you don't.
I honestly, yeah, because I watch a lot of football, and when I watch you man play, bro, it's so uninspiring, my bro.
It is.
And you
Individual
know what it is as
brilliance.
well. For when you have pace, yeah, rarely, bro, the last time I saw Rashford running behind, he scored a goal, bro. I don't see this guy make no runs. You know how much times Mane and Salah make runs and don't get the ball. Vardy as well, bro. This guy makes bare runs, don't get the ball. I don't see these man making enough runs off the ball, man. You lot don't want it enough for me.
See, an interesting end to the show there. Wow. We've had it, Man United to finish outside of the Europa Champions League spot, everything. Everton to finish inside the top 4. Bale to do a madness to get Spurs up there. And Arsenal just ain't got no one to score no goals.
Don't worry.
They've been Arsenal, innit? They've been Arsenal.
But Arteta's there doing his thing there. It's gonna be an interesting season.
We'll be there for top 4. I'm not gonna put us in there now. But if we get the transfer window shots, I can give you a.
You know what? We're gonna have the same lineup again in a few weeks when there's a few more games that have gone, and then we're gonna review where we all are, because this has been a madness. By the way, I have to thank you all very much for coming on. We've run a little bit over time, but that just means that mans was just chatting and the vibes was real, you get me? So thank you very much. Hope you lot enjoyed it. Again, if you're still with us, people, that must mean that you enjoyed it. So give us a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and share about with your people. Let's sign out, people. Corey, sign out. Let them know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at Corey the Comedian. Also, you can find me on Sporty Vibes TV, which is coming soon as well. But I'll let Sebs know about that soon as well.
Wicked. And give me the coordinates and I'll plug the thing as well for
you.
Yeah. Wes, where can they find you, my guy?
Well, they can just find me on Instagram, Wes_Boston_George. Got that little Johnny Depp going on and whatnot. And that's about
it. Wicked. And Torch, let them know where they can find you, man.
So that's Torch_OH on Instagram. Premierleaguesbest, one word, for my football Instagram. Come to me for your exclusives. Your breaking transfer news before Sky Sports and BBC Sport and all of that. No, I'm joking. No, shout me on both of them pages though. I love Thanks for having me on again, second time.
Wicked, that, man. Yeah, as I said, thank you, Free, for coming on. I enjoyed it. No doubt. I'm Semps, Views TV official. I'm a pundit. These are my pundits. Everyone's a pundit. We are out. Peace.
Blessings.